Good afternoon, everybody, and a warm welcome to all the family and the friends from far and near who have come here to pay their last respects to our dear friend and soulmate, Mohesin Tejani. We're going to now have a short program in which we first get a bit of a background of Mo, and it will be followed by some eulogies from the direct family before we actually pay our final respects to Mo, who is near to us at this moment. So thank you again, everybody, for coming, and we'll begin by asking Stu Lloyd to come and give us a brief biography of Mo.
Good morning, everybody. Mohesin Tejani. Mo was an Indian Shia Muslim by ancestry, the cheeky younger brother to many of his siblings who have joined us today, a very proud father to Zubin, a loving partner to Lisa, and an award-winning writer. Going back in time, he was a refugee from the dark days of Idi Amin's Uganda in Africa, and set out at the age of 21 to find and establish his own roots in the absence of a place to call home. Over the next 4 decades, across 5 continents, he worked in numerous capacities, including humanitarian agencies. He picked up a bunch of languages. He was very natural with that, including Thai and Spanish, among many others. He became a cross-cultural trainer, impromptu, irrepressible comedian, always, right? And a great campfire storyteller. He also went on to do great things as a writer, and spoke at some very, very high-level writers' conferences around the Asia-Pacific region. He came to embody and share with others what it meant to be a global nomad, and in lighter moments, which was always with Mo, we joke about global gonads. He won't mind me telling that joke. Once met, Mo Tejani was never forgotten. He was a voluble presence, and he loved to tell a particular story at his own expense, which was about his English teacher in primary school, who used to say, "Mr. Tejani, you are intoxicated by the exuberance of your own verbosity." Some things never change. Mo was someone who lived life at 100 miles an hour. He was 100% or nothing. A man of great passion. A man who has touched the life of all of you dear friends who are gathered here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Stu. And now we'll begin to hear the eulogies and dedications and thoughts and feeling of Mo's direct family. And we'll start off with dear Lisa.
Sweet Mojo Man, you can see how many people have come to say farewell to you today. And I've been asked to just give one of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages that have come in for you. So what I'm reading to you today is what we both call a friend's eulogy. It's from all of us. And it was written by your dear friend Richard Brubaker, the editor of your first book, Chameleon's Tale. Dear Mighty Mo, the news of your sudden departure reached me on New Year's Day. Today, we are at the port where you have boarded the ship to your new destination. We see you standing on the deck, grasping the handrail as you wave and blow kisses to your numerous friends and family who are saying farewell. We too are showing our sorrow and joy in mixed emotions. The ship is sailing out. It is receding on the distant horizon. It is now out of sight. Lo and behold, the ship is entering a new port. On the pier are many of your friends and family, and hundreds of others who have been blessed with your presence. They are blessed again as you step down the ramp and are greeted with a warm embrace by Bapuji, your father, who taught you not to fear the unknown. You are greeted by Ma, your mother. I like your mama's name, Fatu. As you told us, Ma had plenty of love to go around for all the family, and as you put it, for all the other animals. There is Amir, the first doctor in the family, reading the New York Times. Off in another direction, there is also Claire, your English teacher, who started you off in the world of books. Speaking of books, I and other readers treasure your work, A Chameleon's Tale, True Stories of a Global Refugee. Waiting for his turn to welcome you to your new home, Mo, is Julian, your geography teacher, your first travel mentor, and a close friend for 40 years. Just as you treasure your friends, they in turn treasure you. You are being passed around to the hundreds of people who are blessed to have known you in this earthly sojourn. It is truly a sight to behold, Mighty Mo. I want to tell you that I appreciate getting together with you during your visit to Bangkok last week, which, as you know, was your final days on planet Earth. I got to experience your rapturous smile and your engaging countenance. Hail, Mighty Mo. I and others are grateful to Lisa for informing us of your sudden and unexpected voyage. You are a passenger on the life-after-life ship that has carried you away from us into the lives of others who continue to hug and embrace you in this wonderful port. I hear music. Someone in this enchanted land is playing one of the modern jazz quartet's albums, featuring the legendary Dave Brubeck, the jazz music man you adored. Jimmy is playing too. Mighty Mo, we thank you for coming into your life and our lives. Viva Mighty Mo, with love and gratitude, Richard Brubaker. Mojo Man, there's just one short poem that I'd like to read that came in from your good friends Toy and Marlene, who you used to hang out with at Hirt Bar in Bangkok. And I think it's a fitting poem both for your life and ours. Life is immortal. Love is eternal. Death is only a horizon that limits our sights. Kun Mo, love and Shanti.
Mo, I remember, vividly remember, the moment of your birth in a tiny village of Singhira not very far from Mount Kilimanjaro, which of course you climbed, and your sister and brother too, Fee and Shamin, you guys were fortunate. Anyway, I think I was about 16 years old, and being the eldest in the home, Amir was away. I was in charge of taking care of, because you were born at home by a midwife. I was asked to prepare hot water, boil the water, and bring clean towels and what have you. Wasn't allowed to go in the room, but I kept on hearing my Ma's cries and moaning. Waiting outside, I didn't know it's going to be a girl or a boy. And then I hear this loud baby boys crying, and I cried with joy. Mom, you outsmarted me and everybody else. You jumped the queue, and now you're making us all cry. Giving you this farewell. It's not fair. Alas, our brother left. I thought it will be. Next will be my turn. But Fatu, she loved you and our brother Ami the most, and she has both of you now. Mom, with heavy heart, we say farewell to you. And Shanti, wherever you're going, from all of us.
Mohesin, first of all, I must tell you who I am. I am the sister who traveled thousands of miles to see Mo 4 times in the last 7 years. I was always very close to him. I am number 3 in the hierarchy. I thought he was always a great personality. Thousands of miles I traveled to be with you, Mo. The precious time I spent with you. You inspired me to write. You encouraged me to travel. You defended me against Big Brother. You loved me. However, I loved you more than you would ever know. Always.
Okay, and now some words from Mo's other sister, Sultan.
I'm Sultan, Mo's 5th sister. I'm going to read you a little. Sorry? No, Leila is 4. She said third. Oh, you're right. Pardon me. I had put here 4, and then I said, oh no, it's okay. Start again. So here it goes. I'm going to read you a little story from Dervish,
my eldest brother's wife. She calls it a visit. I knocked at the apartment door in July, and I opened it to see a stranger in patched, dirty grey shorts, a tangled beard reaching low on the chest, modestly covering the gaps and holes in the front of his equally grey t-shirt, and a mass of knotted hair down his back. He whooped in and hugged me, and the children were delighted to greet and recognize their uncle Mohesin, now a full-blown hippie from hell. I could almost see the lice creeping into Sina's waist-length hair. Before he could spread the gifts around, I dragged him to the bathroom, gave him a brush, antiseptic soap, well shampoo, and the children's hair detangler, and told him to not emerge for at least an hour. He thought I threw in the incubator. He emerged from the bath smelling like a rose of great mass. He did not act. He moaned at me, but he felt emasculated as Samson and said I was a ruthless Delilah. I was able to comb smooth most of his remaining hair, all except for a massive tangle on the crown of his head. In a fit of frustration, I just lopped it right off. So for a while, he went around with his trial fringe of hair surrounding a near bald patch. He didn't seem to crave his style at all. And the children and his jolly companion for summer holidays. And that's how he lived his life. Anyway, I want to say something from myself. Mo, go in peace through a different but more peaceful journey. Say hello to Ma, Fatu Esukota, Papa, Amir, Anil, Arnold, as you go along. We love you so much, Mo. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Now we're going to hear from Mo's dear brother, Pete.
Mo is my younger brother by 5 years. I came here to say goodbye to him. In the process of the last 3 days, I met some of Mo's friends, and I understand why the pastor lived here and not at home. He really was a very, very lucky man. Besides Lisa, some of his friends are just out of this world, except for you, Lisa. My elder brother, who could not be here, has written a little poem for Mo that I'm to read. Some of the words I can't even pronounce, so bear with me. Oh Mo, our dear Mo, moving always with rhapsody, no time for despair, offering music, debate, philosophy, and some having assailed the earth and its beauty. Love and ferocity, enough to make even the gods wonder at this nomad. Universal and local at once. Zen, some said. We said it is more and no other. stainless in his ability to party, like we all have seen him do many, many times, and I think our friend Shyam told it last night too. Submerged into intellectual discourse, not one to ever endure man-made values unless they uplift the spirits. Tomorrow, we start again. Today, we say goodbye. Even as the sun goes down, jamming to the music of Bob Marley, Harris, Jimmy Cliff, Clapton and more, away to paradise, walking once more the bourgeois rituals, never to mourn that which never was. Incredible more lives smiling, dancing, while we miss him so very much. Farewell, dear brother, uncle and friend. With all our love, Bahadur, that is my elder brother who is not here, his wife Yasmin, his children Nabil, Nafis, and their wives, Emily, Alina, and the latest in our family, Arya. You live too early, more peace, Shanti. That's it from my brother Bahadur. I just wanted to say a couple of words or more in that. I never got a chance to talk to him because he always talked more than I did. Our telephone conversations from Pennsylvania, where I live, to Bangkok were like 2/3 or more and a third of mine. It would always be interrupted by him telling me another little story and or asking me how his son was. I would usually tell him his son was doing fine. Every now and then I would tell him that he does not think that he can stay here forever and not come home. And we had awesome plans on our last conversation 3 weeks ago for me to come here and spend a month with him in June. Unfortunately, the job left, and I really am very angry with him for leaving me behind. However, as owners tried to make me understand, he is still here and always will be. Shanti Mo.
Fifth one.
So I am really the one. There are 5 of us, although we're always acquiring new sisters, and cousins is number 6, and we've just decided Karina is number 7.
What?
Sorry.
I had no choice in that one. What do you mean?
We love it. We love to add to our family, as you know. Except every once in a while, somebody from our family disappears as well, like home. So there's a lot of echo. Since I'm number 5 this way, I was number 8 as far as siblings are concerned, and then all number 9. So we grew up together. He was 4 and I was 4 and he was 4. And I thought, what do I want to say about him? And I thought, there are a lot of anecdotes that I want to tell you. And then I started thinking of the anecdotes that I wanted to mention. Well, they are in English, they are in Swahili, they are in Spanish, they are in Tagalog sometimes, they are in Thai, although I understand very little of Thai, some Urdu, some Hindi, almost any language they could cover, or Swahili or all of it. Those are the anecdotes. Now, how am I going to explain these anecdotes and translate them for you? Besides, those anecdotes are very precious. They're his and mine, and sometimes the rest of my family. Things like rice and beef, and things like shadman. Those are very special memories, but they're part and parcel of my family. It's not very easy to share with you. What I do want to share with you is the fact that if Mo thought that he was in the right of the family, he's sorely mistaken. Because what you heard read today, Narish, that story that she writes about the beard and the shaving, etc., is part of the book that she's doing. The poem that he just read, it's what about this? What marriage is taught, she just sat down and jotted his words down to the point that she's writing for more. So, if more thought that he was the writer of the family's mistaken because there was a lot of other people in his family written before. However, what Moore did write is internationally well known as opposed to the rest of the writers in the family, although at least one, my sister was in the book and my brother was in the book. So I was thinking about what do I want to say to Moore, and I thought, it's not to Moore that I want to say this necessarily, but more importantly to all the friends here who are gathered here. You've been there for us over the last 3 or 4 days, giving us a lot of strength to be able to cope with the loss of a brother. A very dear friend of mine, sent me this poem, and it's called Condolences. It's written by Robert Louis Stevenson, and I thought, what more appropriate thing to say from one author, one writer, one poet to another. So this is to Moore, or from Moore, or from his family, to all his friends, especially Lisa and Tejani. Though he that ever kind and true, keeps stoutly step by step with you, your whole long dusty life on through. Be gone a while before, be now a moment gone before, yet doubt not. Soon the seasons shall restore your friend to you. He is but turned the corner, still he pushes on with rightful will. Through mire and marsh, but hue and hill, that self-same artist way, that self-same upland hopeful way, that you and he will really get out today together still. He's not dead, not dead, but in the path he won't spread, but some few traveling steps ahead and nearer to the end, so that you too, once past the bed, shall meet again, with face to face, his friend who bends again. Pushing on, the light of travel, over my family, the orphans, the backwards mind, and I see more doing that than backwards mind always. The orphans, the backwards mind, till you can overtake, and strain his eyes to search his way, for whistling as he sees you through the break, waits on his time. So, I don't believe in the afterlife, but I can see that. I can see my brother. I'm sure I will be seeing him in the next several years, in some way or another, in some of the states that was restricted with I remember. And then I'd like to say farewell to him using another great quote. When Jack Kennedy died, it was a beautiful book that was written, and the way they ended the book was they said, "We love you, Jake," and I say, "We love you more, we love you." Shannon.
Very beautiful. I could hear angelic echoes of Moe in the background as you explained the poem in the form of the children's voices. Now we're going to hear from somebody very special to Moe and vice versa, his dear old friend, Shania, otherwise known as Wu.
I'm Mo's ex-girlfriend of 4 years, and we have been each other's best friends for the past 13 years. We've been through a lot together, also in the tsunami. Rani in the book is actually me. So this is what I want to say to him, and to me, he is still very much alive. Dear Mo, my Jamu, it means a pig, like a small pig. And because I was teasing him from being a little overweight, and he was angry at first because he thought it was not meant in a nice way, but it was from love. Then later on he kept asking me to call him Jamu. I'm here today, Mo, with so many people who love you. You have touched their lives in a very, very special way. And we hope you know that. We hope you knew that and know that. Mo, I know that grief comes from wanting to have more of you. but I know you really have lived your life. You live to the fullest. You really know what love means more, and you have so much love to give. Thank you for your friendship, for being the wind beneath my wings, for being my best friend, for being my mentor, for having encouraged me to live life to the fullest too, and for having brought great people to my life. I just want you to know that now your family, Lisa, and your much beloved son, Subin, are now a very important part of my life too. Now I feel a bit more like you perhaps, that my life will never be so lonely, like I always felt earlier. Thank you for having proved to me what friendship and pure love are about. Thank you for never turning your back to me and your loved ones. You never turn your back to me and others. You always try to do your very best as a friend. Thank you for showing to us how life should really be lived. Thank you for having come to my life more and for having me, an ordinary person, to feel very special and important. Like many of us here, you miss you. I will miss you surely. I will always love you. I will not spend too much time resenting, regretting, but I will try to live my life to the fullest too, and try to enjoy the moment. I'm happy you had good years, you had a great life, and now we are trying to celebrate your life and love that you have, I would say now. May Shanti, peace be with you always. Thank you, I love you.
So, last but not least, we're going to hear some words from Mo's dear son, Subin.
The best week given from friends and family has been remarkable. I've gotten calls from Thailand to Guatemala. I've gotten calls from Spain and from Uganda. My cell phone bill is a reflection of your global reach. Every one of these calls that I've gotten, you were called many names, most of them good ones. Names like respected author, mentor, therapist, travel guide, best friend, youngest brother, and everlasting father. You wore many hats. Truly were a chameleon. Another name was you were my teacher. Taught me how to travel. Taught me how to be compassionate. Taught me the appreciation of kindness in others. Taught me to value just human interaction, just basic human interaction. And the last lesson you left me is to teach me to value how precious life can be. To the tongue that could pick up a language in 5 seconds. To the hands that could write for days. To the feet that could dance. Very poorly, but to the mind that wouldn't stop dreaming. I thought I was still 25. To the heart that I will keep with me the rest of my life. You are a mold of what I want to become, and I promise to make you proud. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
You know yourself will know, which is an anthem called Malaika. And Mo dedicated that song to us, which is a wedding song just before we got married. When I heard the news of Mo's passing the other day, my immediate reaction, which is reaction to most things in life, was just to pick up my ukulele, see what happens. We've written a song for Mo, which we're going to play for you today. It's simply entitled Chameleon, which is a word we've heard a lot today. Big fella, this is for you.
You never change your songs, but you're always blended in. You're always searching for a place to call your own. You were the life and soul, laughter